me a chest upsetter. Bitch could never. Christians on dancing with the devil. Red hot lips, no.
Welcome to Hip Hop Anarchy, here with the Architect, about to review the worst albums of the year. These are the accolades of sewage and trash. Lowest of the lowest albums, so this will be the top of all the albums of the year, meaning we're starting from last or worst to best. So the first album we're going to review will be the worst of the worst, and it's the 1 through 3.9 rating tier, which gives you the sewage album accolade, and then you have the 4 through 5.9 tier, which is the trash albums accolade. So we're going to dive right into it. Just look at the list. You can pause it here if you like to get an idea what we're going for. The replay values are explained, the ratings are explained. We're starting with the top two tiers, which is the 1 through 3.9, then the 4 through 5.9. So let's get to it. And we're not going to view every individual album, but you'll get the general idea, because all the albums share the same criticism to some degree or another. Lack of creativity, lack of lyrical diversity or production. There's some good songs on these albums, but generally they're all bad, not enough to make the album good. So let's start with it. The lowest ranked album of the year, number 98, Earl, Sweatshirt, Sick. 3.5 out of 10 for the rating, 2.7 out of 10 for the replay value, and it is the only album in the sewage tier category for Hip Hop Album of the Year. For the 97th Hip Hop Album of the Year will be French Montana's Montega, which is 4.2 out of 10 rating and a 3.1 out of 10 replay value. It is ranked number 17 for the trash hip hop album tier. For the Hip Hop Album of the Year, 96th place, it is Armani Caesar, The Liz 2, 4.8 out of 10 for the rating and 2.8 out of 10 for the replay value. It is number 16 in the trash hip hop album tier. For the 95th place for the Hip Hop Album of the Year, it is Suicide Boys, Sing Me a Lullaby, My Sweet Temptation, with a rating of 4.8 out of 10 and a replay value of 3.6 out of 10. It is the 15th slot for the trash hip hop albums. For the 94th place for Hip Hop Albums of the Year will be Flo Milli, You Still Here Ho. Album rating is 4.9 out of 10 and it's 3.1 out of 10 for the replay value. It is number 14 for Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. For the number 93 spot for the Hip Hop Albums of the Year is Future, I Never Liked You. 5 out of 10 for the rating and 3.8 out of 10 for the replay value. Number 13 for the Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year. For the 92 spot for the Hip Hop Albums of the Year is B.o.B, Baby on Baby 2, with a rating of 5.2 out of 10 and a replay value of 3.4 out of 10. Coming in at 12 for the Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. For the 91st place in the Hip Hop Albums of the Year will be B.o.B, Better Than Drugs, with a 5.2 out of 10 rating and a 3.5 out of 10 replay value. Coming in at 11 for the Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. The 90th spot for the Hip Hop Album of the Year will go to Rock Marciano, The Elephant Man's Bones. 5.3 out of 10 rating and a 3 out of 10 replay value. Number 10 for Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. For the 89th spot of the Hip Hop Albums of the Year is Drake, Honestly Nevermind. 5.3 out of 10 for the rating and 3.7 out of 10 for the replay value. It is number 9 for the Trash Hip Hop Albums tier. For the Hip Hop's Album of the Year 88th spot will be MetroBoomin, Heroes and Villains, with a 5.5 out of 10 rating and a 3.1 out of 10 replay value. It is number 8 for the Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. For the Hip Hop Album of the Year, number 87 spot will be 2 Chainz, Dope Don't Sell Itself, with a 5.5 out of 10 rating and a 3.2 out of 10 replay value. It is ranked number 7 for the Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. For the 84th spot for the Hip Hop Album of the Year will be Dreezy, Hit Girl, with a 5.6 out of 10 rating and a 3.1 out of 10 replay value. It is ranked number 6 of Trash Hip Hop Albums of the Year tier. For the 85th Hip Hop Album of the Year will be Glorilla, Life's Great, with a 5.6 out of 10 rating and a 3.3 out of 10 replay value. Number 5 for the Trash Hip Hop Album of the Year tier. For the 84th Hip Hop Album of the Year will be E.L.U.C.I.D, I Told Betsy, with a 5.7 out of 10 rating and a 3 out of 10 replay value. It is the 4th in Trash Hip Hop Albums tier. For 83 spot for the hip hop albums of the year will be Quavo and Takeoff, Only Built for Infinity Links, with a 5.7 out of 10 rating and a 3.5 out of 10 replay value. It is number 3 for the trash hip hop albums tier. For the 82 spot for the hip hop albums of the year will be The Mussolini, The Done, and I. For the overall rating will be a 5.8 out of 10 and a 3 out of 10 for replay value. It is number 2 for the trash hip hop album tier. And for the best of the worst will be ranked number 81 out of the hip hop albums of the year would be Quell Chris, Death Fame, with a 5.8 out of 10 rating and a 3.2 out of 10 replay value. It is number 1 of the trash hip hop albums of the year tier. That is the best of the worst album. That's it for this video, guys. I'm glad you guys are here with us once again. I know some of you guys disagree with us on this list so far. These albums are all albums I suggest no one listen to. You might catch a song or two that's good from on these albums, maybe a nice hook, maybe even a nice verse, but generally speaking, these albums are overall bad. Again, a mixture of things: bad production, lyrics, composure, just a bunch of things. So, but if you disagree, leave a comment, tell us what you think. And if you think these are too low to be on this tier list, imagine what lies ahead. We got one more tier that's above this tier, which is bad albums of the year. Again, they're still bad. They're just not as worse as these listed here. But stay with us till we get to the number 1 spot. It is worth your while. All the albums that's going to be in the good and above tier are all the albums you need to listen to. Trust me, we filtered this stuff to go through the hard stuff so you wouldn't have to, waste your time listening to all these albums like we do. So again, we did all the bad work for you, all the dirty work for you. So just stay with us, and we're going to give you the best of hip hop for last year. Put it in your playlist, add it to your catalog. You're going to love the stuff that we have ahead. So please like, share, subscribe, follow us on our other social media. Join the journey. Let's bring hip hop back to its roots, where it's about the creativity, the artwork, the culture. So let's get back to that. Thank you guys once again. Again, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one.